All right, so now I'm gonna hit record to my thingy. Oh, it's recording. I don't even know what's recording to.
It's recording.
Okay, so welcome to the first ever Wishes for William G.I. Joe celebrity game, starring the one, the only, Flint Dille, the writer of Transformers, who made us all cry as kids.
But his background thing's really making my hair do weird stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
So Flint, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh no, I mean that's really it. Yeah, I mean I worked on G.I. Joe in the day, and so I get to play Flint. Who may or may not have been named after me. You read the whole explanation for that in the book, and that's really all you need to know.
And knowing's half the battle.
And knowing's half the battle. The other half is the blue lasers.
All right, and we're doing this event for William. So this year the CF walk was canceled because obviously COVID. So I wanted to do something fun and different because I rarely ever do the walk. I send my child to walk for me. So this year we're going to do this for William, and we're going to do a celebrity game. William, tell us a little bit about yourself and your interests.
I am 13, turning 14. I am going to 9th grade. I love fishing, camping, and riding my four-wheeler.
And you're a Boy Scout, right?
Yeah, I'm a Boy Scout.
Which, of course, Flint and I actually know each other because of scouting.
Because of Troop 55, or was it 69? It was one of the two.
Oh, cool.
That's right. That's right. Like back in the day, trees had only just been invented when we were there.
Yeah, so I actually asked Flint to be our celebrity because I was actually looking for an industry guest that was involved in scouting. So Jeff Talanian is off camping because he was going to game with us too. So I was trying to get both the Boy Scout guys in the same game, just to really make it fun. With the scouting link, because I was involved in scouts as well. And Dan, you were involved in scouting, weren't you?
I was when I was young. I haven't been for a long time, but now my son is working his way through Cub Scouts. He's a wee below. He's going to start his second year.
Nice. Any other scouts?
I made it. I made it right to Boy Scouts, and I didn't go past actually the first batch. But Cub Scout Weeblo.
Yeah,
I was in an old
Boy Scout. I made a Boy Scout, went straight to the Navy. So.
I was in an old disabled Boy Scout troop, and one of my scoutmasters was actually Charles Manson's cousin. So that was
Let's go up and camp at the ranch.
Oh. All right. So this goes to show you that scouting really does bring a lot of people together. Even when we all get older and stuff, that bond is always there. Kind of like in the military, where Mac and I, we have our Navy days. It's a brotherhood that we always remember. So let's begin the game. So,
wait, I got one question for you before
Yep.
we begin, and that is related to tying scouting into the Navy. Did you ever once use any of those knots?
Yep.
I always wonder if people ever actually used them.
For myself, I actually did, but it wasn't for the ship. I was a medic, but most of the time I was using them to tie things onto my belt and pants and stuff like that, like the Navy whistle. If you ever looked at those who do a lot of the calls and stuff, they actually do a lot of special knots that they make it look pretty for that. Mostly I let the deckhands, boatswain's mate deal with all the major knots.
That's great. All right, Slipstream has now answered a question I've had ever since I was a kid. Okay, there we go.
Oh my
awesome.
God. So today's game again is the Wishes for William celebrity game. Mr. Whaley over here, or I call him Doc, he is filling the Corey Scott Memorial slot. David Benavides created a module for a superhero game that I wrote, and all the proceeds for that go to Wishes for William. Benavides could not be here today, so we had this slot open. So I asked Doc to join us because he's a gamer, and I knew he'd love this. So he's geeky. So we had to, I was like, Doc, you want to come game with us? So each of you donated to Wishes for William, and so you were given a character of your choice for Dan and those guys. So Dan asked to play Wild Bill, so you got Wild Bill.
Yeehaw!
Kurt's like, he's like, I know Snake Eyes will get taken, so I'll have to think on it. I'm like, Snake Eyes is yours, dude. It's like, no one took Snake Eyes. I'm like, okay. William, on the other hand, I will have to personally thrash on a little bit and beat for not knowing G.I. Joe prior to having his dad make him watch it. That's okay, William. That's okay. We will properly baptize you next Christmas party into more G.I. Joe.
You picked the cool character, though.
So he picked Storm Shadow.
Yes.
Which, of course, the irony to this is, William, that Flint is the gentleman that moved Storm Shadow from Cobra over to G.I. Joe.
That's right. That's right. So, he needed repairs, so we moved him on over.
So your pick was ironically brilliant for today's game. Patrick,
well, you know what's really funny is like, yeah, that was the one season where that happened. I mean, you know, I worked in both seasons.
And Patrick here wanted to play Beachhead. Now Patrick's like, I don't want to be a burden. He's like, I really like Beachhead, and I'm like, and so it was kind of like, I've met Patrick Gaming and Dan, and I'm like, and the two of them are very hard to say like, no, you can't do that. So those gentlemen are responsible for all the custom characters I did over the last week.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Jag.
Thank you guys. You guys are great. So let's get started. So this game, for those of you who played in the last game at GaryCon, I believe, Dr. Mindbender was using some gas to hijack a intercontinental flight from Night City over to London, and the Joes stopped it. So the Televipers are dead that were on the flight because their helmets were removed that were actually connected to their brains. So when they pulled the helmets off, it ripped off their frontal lobes and killed them. Right out of Flash Gordon, gentlemen.
Nice.
So the team's in England. So what we know so far about the world, because episode 1 was at TotalCon, is an organization known as Cobra tried using a thing called the Weather Dominator to put Night City underwater with tidal waves. The mission did not pan out. There's a possible tie between Mars Industries and Cobra, but they could not get enough evidence to prosecute or get a search warrant to go raid the facilities. The last session, there was there wasn't anything mentioned about Mars, but definitely the Televipers had Cobra insignias on them, as did Mindbender. So here we are today with our adventure. So episode 1, this will be broken into 2 episodes, is a few days after the Joes have arrived in London. After stopping the hijacking of the R4 Airbus, Dr. Mindbender has been taken into custody by the British authorities. The Joes are given some downtime, but that is cut short when they are summoned to the Alcornbury Bay Air Base. When the Joes arrive, you are greeted by Ace and Slipstream. So for Slipstream, you have just come back from a mission with the. That's good. Trying to adjust my thing here so I can actually read this thing as I'm. Here we go. All right, you and Ace have flown across the ocean, doing an escort from DC over to London, and you have intelligence information. So Ace will hand whoever the team leader is, which in this case, Flint outranks all of you, so Flint is the team leader.
Yeah, I did everything I could to make him a field marshal. It didn't work out, but never
yeah, and what's really great, so I'm going over the character with Flint, and he's like, you know, he's a Rhodes Scholar. His intelligence should be more. So I had to go back and change the intelligence. It's like you can only take it up so much, but now Flint is an astrophysicist intelligence. So let's see here. Ace hands Flint a special laptop. Slipstream, you have a data chip.
All right.
That goes with the laptop. So you put them together and you can plug it in and get information.
Okay, so I've done so. What's popped up on the screen so far?
Well, that depends if Flint puts the chip in.
Yeah, chips in. Do I have to roll to put the chip in, or am I?
No.
I think he's smart enough to figure that out.
Okay. So
I don't know. Flash drives suck. You always have the thing upside down. You know.
we put the
Hey.
chip in.
He's a lit major, man. Lit majors, I'm telling you.
All right. So what are we seeing when the chip goes in?
All right. So you pop the chip in, and an image of General Hawk appears on the screen. Joes, we have intelligence report that suggests that Mars might be conducting an illegal arms deal in 2 days at their headquarters in Callander, Scotland. We aren't sure about who the players are, other than one name, Sir Arthur MacLeod. He was some exec that helped get Britain out of financial ruin about 10 years ago, got himself knighted and all that jazz. He has no connection to Mars that we can find. He might be part of that Cobra organization. I want you to find out what he is up to. Keep it low key. We've also recruited the Dragon, aka Storm Shadow, to assist. Remember that you're acting on foreign soil. Less mess is best. Ace, report back to base. Slipstream, I want you to stick with the team and provide any air support. The Dragon should already be with you. Good luck, Joes. Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
Joe.
As you look around, nobody sees the Dragon. He's not with you.
Can I roll to notice him because of the whole like martial artist thing? Or is it,
You are not playing the Snake Eyes the martial artist. You are playing Snake Eyes the commando.
yeah, but it says I know 12 different forms of martial arts on the character.
Really? Is that what it said?
Yes, it does.
Well, apparently I was not paying attention when I did.
That's the slacker version. The real version knows 17.
It lists in the skill list, it lists Kung Fu and Judo, but then it says 12 forms of martial arts, and it's not specific.
Okay, yeah, that's what I took off the bio card. So all the stats you have on your sheets, the first stats came off the bio cards. Then it was like, let's tweak some of this to make it a little bit more compatible.
Okay,
All right,
that's,
you can look around it like out. You're out on the tarmac. Ace does take the data chip and he heads back to the airstrip where the Sky Strikers parked. In Slipstream, you have orders to smash the laptop when you are done.
All
All right, Joes, let's go find this guy, Mr. McLeod, and see what's going on, Mr. McClown, or whatever his name is. Let's go find out what's going on.
All right. All right, so you guys want to go back to the briefing room and kind of come up with a plan?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
All right, so everyone goes back to the bleeping.
Oh, bleeping room.
I took a nap before this game, and I'm already like, woo! All right, so everyone can roll an intelligence check, and you can add your whatever military skill you have to it. So if you get like Army package or whatever, or Ranger, you can add that to it.
What do you?
Roll a D10.
1d10 plus.
Oh, I got 1. They revoked my Rhodes Scholarship.
Jay, do 10s explode? I can't remember.
No, I don't know. I didn't read that today when I was going over the rules. We're not exploding tens.
All right, 10's a 10. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You got a 10, didn't you?
And Jay,
Why else would I ask?
Or we rolling on our intelligence?
Intelligence
1d10
plus Army.
intelligence.
Okay.
Well, plus whatever your skill is.
I got a 23.
Oh,
22.
Dan's going to get hurt at Tolicon this year. 22.
What's my skill? What's my skill that I'm rolling?
So your intelligence, let's see here. You know, it would just be better if I had the G.I. Joe roster open in front of me. Let's see. Flint, you're near the top.
Yeah.
All right. So, Flint, you can add your English lit to that one. I'm kidding.
Okay, there we go. So that's what I thought. So I rolled a 2, not a 1, and I've got an 8 to begin with, so I got an 18.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are in the briefing room, and Storm Shadow is actually like up in the corner on the ceiling. So William, that's how you come into the game. Is you're like waiting for them up on the ceiling.
Okay.
So they walk in and they're talking, and then they all kind of look up and they realize that you're like up in the corner by the door.
We're super matter of fact about it. We're like, so we're gonna do this, and then Storm Shadow, you're gonna go do this. Like just completely, incorporate him into the mission.
Hey, Storm Shadow, listen, I think Spider-Man's in a different show. Come on down and listen to the briefing here.
Hey, leave Storm Shadow alone. He just likes to hang out or hang around or hang upside down.
Ouch. No.
So I did give Storm Shadow some really neat gloves that allow him to wall crawl. So I may have gotten a little carried away with Storm Shadow's character. All right. So what's the plan, gents?
I think we're going to. Mr. McClown lives in a. What's our intel on him? He works out of a castle or something, right?
Now, Sir McLeod actually has an office in London. So he's not very private. He's the basic intelligence you have on him. You know, he's got an office and he comes and goes all day long.
Is his
let's go
top floor, first floor?
Let's go find him and talk to him.
All right, you're gonna head to his office. That's some.
How about we try to get to his office and hack his computer?
But you got to get to the office first.
Yeah, all right, let's go to the office. Okay, good. Well, let's go to the office. All right, we got Ace sitting up there in a Sky Striker. Can he be tracking something? Trying to find his
no, Ace went home. Slipstream's the person who's got but Slipstream's your hacker, so.
Yeah, okay, Slipstream. See what we can find out about where the guy is. See if we can get into his data, his geodata.
Okay.
All right. I will make you roll for it.
We're playing this 2020, not 1985, right?
Oh, we're playing 2040 something.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Are we going to try to raid his office, or are we just going to try and hack it from here?
Just try to hack his computer. We don't know that this guy did anything. Okay, we don't want him found in a dumpster and then find out we got the wrong guy.
Well, that also means something, But well, I guess I'll go to the computer room and see if I can try to back hack his computer, see if I can find any information.
Great.
This is hilarious. I tossed the net running sheet off to the side. Like, I won't need this today. What was I smoking? All right.
Expect the unexpected.
That's all right. Let's see. Did I not bookmark?
I would actually watch an episode of G.I. Joe where the Joes just tossed a major Cobra agent into the dumpster. just one random Cobra guy who I have an action figure for is just found dead in a dumpster, and G.I. Joe's like, we don't claim any evidence of that. That would be the best show. That'd be
flipping off their hands, walking away.
Yeah, exactly.
Himself, okay? We had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's got. I think the guy died from dog bites, just junkyard. You know what's going on here?
All right. Sorry, guys. This is not.
Was the G.I. Joe Resolute where just a whole bunch of characters died? Wasn't it? It was like a movie special or something that aired.
Yeah, that was that mini series. I won't trash on it in case Flint worked on it. I was not happy.
No, I had nothing to do with it.
Killing Bazooka and not even showing him die. I was perturbed.
Was that the one where Cobra Commander just nuked Russia at the start of the whole thing?
I don't know. That's the one where they're in Springville or Springfield or whatever, but they kill a whole bunch of freaking people. It was just it was almost like, oh, I don't like these Joes, so let's just kill a bunch of Joes we don't like, and we'll make that's how we're gonna make it gritty. And I was like. It was cool because I have all the action figures. I won't lie, but I'm just like, no, why?
Yeah,
killing Bazooka.
That really droops. I mean, I'm no fan of just killing people for no reason, unless they're found in a dumpster. But other than that,
All right, so Mac, you're gonna roll a D10 plus your. Oh, are you kidding me? Did I just as I grab another bookmark.
Intelligence and hacking?
Yeah, you're going to roll 1d10 plus hacking.
All right, I got 11.
11.
I have 8 for hacking, 3 on the dice.
And no go. You try to back hack into his computer. But you did locate his office and the street number.
How far is it from where we are?
Not too far. You guys can take a taxi, or you guys can actually. There's a vehicle like a SUVs nearby that you guys can take.
Yeah, that might be a little bit smarter. I hate to try to get into a taxi with an SMG in my hand.
I was about to say, straight up Joe gear.
Good chance we have to try to hack the computer locally to get anything that's hidden.
I thought we were supposed to do this on the QT.
Good thing Roadblock's not with you because he's got 2 miniguns, so there's no way you're going to fit that in a taxi.
That's always a good thing to fit into your pocket.
Oh, actually, he snuck them onto the plane because he dressed as a chef, I think, in the last game. So,
what time of evening is this?
Actually, it's morning, so it's right at first thing in the morning. And London is bustling with lots of people.
I mean, I could take the helicopter and drop the ninja and the commando on the roof.
That's what. Yeah, I was going for something like that.
Yeah, because
While
that's
the rest
not
of you guys,
stealthy.
while the rest of you guys walk in the front door.
Nothing says conspicuous like flying a military helicopter through a city.
True.
It's got stealth mode.
Deanne, go get your wife. We're gonna have a conversation with her. Your husband's misbehaving, damn it.
But like every movie, like the helicopter just magically appears in the scene, having made no noise for 5 miles. That's a thing. That's in every show.
That is pretty common convention.
If Flint says it's cool, then I will let you do it.
Well, I mean, if it's stealth mode helicopter and we're in 2040, I don't know. I mean, I would say, okay, just to my cheap, trashy answers, what velocitizes the story the best?
Quick question. Storm Shadow, do you have intelligence or computer skills?
What?
Do you have intelligence? Computer skills? Do you have computer skills?
Nope.
Nope.
You're it, actually, Matt.
Oh.
You're the only one.
Okay, so I scratched the idea I had.
Well,
Go ahead.
why don't you just have Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes just do like a halo jump? And they can come in. No one's going to see that. No one really looks up, and they're going to be real fast about it. That could be an interesting storyline right there. And then the rest of us will pull up in a black nondescript SUV.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, I'm just running the game. Y'all can do what you want to do. I'll tell you when you're dead.
Okay, wait a second. All right. So far, I mean, we don't have any particular neat reason for stealth because we don't know that Mr. McLeod is really, doing anything wrong, right? I mean, do we have a confirm on that, or do we just suspect the guy? The guy is around a lot.
I mean, he's got the dude's recognized by the Crown as being like a hero of England. I mean,
I know. All right, we got to be careful and polite about this.
Let's do street clothes and an unmarked van and just.
So how about you guys show up and cause a distraction out front? Me, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow halo jump to land on the roof. If they can provide some protection, I can try to hack the computer. As long as they're distracted, nobody's going to be up checking on him and his computer. What do you think?
That's good. What do we know about this guy? As far as his bio, what's he interested in? I mean, maybe we can just get in there and like some, under.
I was gonna say, or we just tail him when he leaves the building.
Yeah. Under some. Does he have a chauffeur? Does he like hail cat taxis? I mean, I'm not entirely convinced in the quality of our intel at the moment because it doesn't seem to be telling us anything.
The basics. He's a financial genius. Really smart when it comes to business. He's written like reviews about the local coffee shop he likes to go to and stuff, and he's popular. He's very popular in the neighborhood. The building he works out of is 40 stories tall, and then it has AV docks on the higher levels, which are the flying cars.
Flying cars on the higher level. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my inclination, and you guys are free to talk me out of it. My inclination is let's go in friendly on this until we know we're dealing with something bad.
I would agree.
I mean, this guy there's just no reason to believe that it's certainly nobody else thinks this guy's a bad guy, and we're going to look like, real turds, we go crashing through sky lamps and stuff like that, skylights and stuff like that for no reason.
I would agree.
We need Lady J. We need somebody to go in.
We need Lady J, or if this guy's into stamp collecting, or he's writing reviews of coffee shops, let's go. We're publishers publishing a book on coffee shops, and want to know if he's interested or something. I'd rather go in with some, because we are theoretically we have a budget. We're government guys. We can come after this guy soft, because I'm not seeing a convincing reason to believe he's a bad guy yet. In other words, I want that scene where I find out the hard ways, whatever we're going for.
Like the building blow up, Snake Eyes.
Yeah. I want to find out he's a bad guy, in an unfortunate manner.
Lady J's like in another game. But ironically enough, someone asked, said they wanted to play Lady J in the game today. I'm like, it's too late. But if we do this again, you can play Lady J.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I agree with Flint. I think we go in soft and just let's scope it out. And, if it starts to get messy behind the bus, then it gets messy behind the bus. But let's get to that. I like the idea of just the, okay, it's going to be that type of a visit, that type of thing.
Let's just go, find this guy, okay. A couple people go to his office, a couple people let's scout out the local coffee shop, see if he's there.
And what do we do once we find him?
I think we approach him. His only known interest to us is that he said he writes reviews of the local coffee shops and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, I think we go up there and can we read some of his reviews on the way over, and so we can talk to him about it?
Yeah, he's got this one coffee shop he's obsessed with.
Are the reviews is this the Phantom Gourmet, or are these just like Yelp reviews?
Like Yelp reviews. So he's got this tea shop, that the Scottish Kilt that he loves to go to, and so that's like his number one tea spot. It's around the block from where his office building is.
So my guess is if there's funny business going on, it's happening near the Tilted Kilt or whatever the place is, not at his office.
What do we know about the tea shop?
The tea shop, it's a standard London tea shop, man. Owned by some Scottish people, very popular with the locals. All the Cyberpunk RED hipsters love it.
From the owned by the Destro clan, it's like.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one thinking that.
There's no reason we need to go in with the whole team. All right, somebody else take a look at his office, find out what we can find out. Let's go in and see if we can find him in the coffee shop and just strike up a conversation with him. Let's see what this guy is. I'm getting the feeling he may be being set up, and I don't want to be an operative of that.
All right, raise your hand if you're going to the office building. For those of you who want to go to the office building, raise your hand. I need to see hands.
Who are the most agile?
Who wants to go to the office building?
No, I was going to say that if the reason to go to the office building would be to collect data, so Slipstream should be going to the office building.
Right. And who can get in the best? Probably Storm Shadow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Storm Shadow and I probably should go to the office.
Slipstream goes the normal way. Storm Shadow goes the not normal way.
All right.
So
you three
are try to talk to him. Yeah, I was a Rhodes Scholar. I spent some time at Oxford. I can put on, some kind of, pretentious airs. This guy maybe, if he's got rad hipsters hanging around the coffee shop, he may be susceptible to that kind of stuff.
Okay, so the rest of you will go to the coffee shop. So we'll start with the building first. So because you guys go in the SUV, and as you give it like one pass or whatever before you figure out where you want to unload Storm Shadow, you see Sir McLeod come out of the building, and he's got a old-fashioned newspaper under his arm, a briefcase in one hand. He's got really gritty glasses, and he looks very happy, and he's dressed in a very nice Scottish suit, and he walks himself down the street and is heading in the direction of the coffee shop. However, gentlemen, how about all three of you give me a perception check?
Okay.
D10.
Is this us, the coffee shop guys?
No, the building
Building
guy.
guy.
Building.
Is it at D10?
It's always a T10.
Okay.
And what stat is that on?
Intelligence plus 1d10 plus your whatever military
Okay.
package you want to use, or ninja package in case of William.
Okay.
See, William can play D&D and murder countless people, but struggling with GI Joe today, everybody.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
What's your roll?
A 10.
9 total
10. Natural
plus
10.
your intelligence.
Intelligence 7.
So you roll a what, a
17.
17 plus. What do you got for skills? Let's scroll down here and see what you got rolled. You can add your ninjutsu to that. That's fine.
Okay.
So that puts you high enough. You guys notice when McLeod leaves the building that there are two men that were kind of like on the corner of the building in suits who start following him at a distance.
So we're thinking that he may be a target. They may be targeting him. Is that what we draw from that? Well, I'm not there, so I don't know.
For the people there, it looks like he's being followed. Now, you guys at the coffee house, you guys are waiting patiently, and you see him come around the corner, and he's walking towards the coffee shop.
There's the cloud.
We're all dressed in
Cloud.
civvies, right?
Yep, or in disguise.
Is it possible for me to have some sort of a briefcase and I'm assuming the SMG's got a foldable stock. I can put that in there.
Yeah, all of you have weapons that should fit in the under jackets or in briefcases. Yeah.
Now, is anybody from the office building going to call us and tell us, hey, there are a couple funky-looking guys coming up following McLeod? Do we know that, or are we just?
Yeah, I because I mean, obviously I don't speak, but I motioned to the other guys that they probably should radio back to.
Well,
to
technically, you have a data device. You can just text the other Joes.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, I'm texting everybody. Hey, these guys are. Looks like he might be being trailed. Well.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to separate the group here, and I'm going to run one scene through, and then we'll run the other scene. So back at the building, did you guys want to go into the building?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Storm Shadow, how are you going into the building? You going to go in through the front door with everybody, or are you going to try to be sly?
Try to be sly.
All right, so how do you want to get in? There is alleyways off to the left and right.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. There's an alleyway off to the right. The left is the corner where it goes down to the tea shop.
Okay, I will go to the alleyway.
Yep.
And then climb up the building with my gloves.
Okay, so you're climbing up the building, and there are air vent things there. No windows, just the air vents.
Okay. I will go into the nearest air vent.
Okay. So you have a lot of gear on you. Don't think you're going to be able to go through the air vent with your swords.
Okay.
But you can go through the air vent with. Oh no, you can go through the air vent with your swords, but you have to slide them ahead of you.
Okay.
So you pop open the. Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll for this. So you're gonna cut open the air vent and climb in, or you're gonna try to pull it off.
I'll try to pull it off.
Pull it off. All right. So you're gonna roll 1d10 and add your body and ninjutsu to that.
Okay.
So you're starting with a 16 and roll a d10.
Okay, 7. I rolled a 7. 23.
So huh?
I got 23.
23. All right. So with your ninja finesse, you pop the grate off the side vent on the building. What do you want to do with it?
I'll toss it on the ground.
Toss it. All right. So it goes. So you guys are standing there and you hear this crashing sound from the alleyway.
Whoops.
Real subtle there, Storm Shadow.
So very ninja. Oh, and I totally didn't do this at the beginning, but we definitely need to quickly cover this go over this real quick. All right, so I didn't send this along. I apologize. This is the G.I. Joe ability that you all have on your sheets. So at rank 1, by yelling Yo Joe, you get +1 bonuses to everyone in earshot. If you have it at 1. At 2, you can yell Yo Joe to rally. 3 to 4, you can operate G.I. Joe artillery. 5 to 6, you can operate ground vehicles. 7 to 8, aircraft. 9, you can do the kamikaze attack, but no one has it. And 10, no one has it because only Duke has it. And that's the yell Yo Joe, do one last action, and die.
Only Duke. That's awesome.
That's Gojo is what that is.
Oh, it's Gojo.
Gojo,
Okay,
yeah.
now I'm in trouble. This is what happens when you have the writer.
Joe Go is what that is when you're dying.
All right. So Storm Shadow, you sneak in. Slipstream and Snake Eyes, you guys go through the front door. So you see there's a front desk with 2 security officers, and you see other security officers kind of walking around and stuff. There's an elevator that like down the hallway past the security desk, and then there are stairwells, or there's a stairwell off to the left of the elevator.
Is he the only office here, or are there other businesses?
Oh yeah, this place basically, he works for this financial institute, so the entire building is just like office building just for this bank.
So, I'll go up to the front desk and just say I'm here to speak with the assistant manager
For the business?
of the business. Yes.
They're like, in his name.
You don't know his name?
Well, if you have an appointment with him, sir, you probably should know his name. So clearly, you don't have an appointment.
When I had to tell his name, that's what I was informing you about. That's your job.
No. Do you have business in this building?
I do.
Could you please point me at an unmarked terminal?
Do you know the person you're here to see?
I do.
And his name is?
I can't tell you that.
You can ask for him by title. This is kind of a leaky bag. Okay, we're sending this guy back to basic Joe training.
I'm here to see Mr. Business.
Hey, Mr. Business here.
So the security guard's like, if you don't have business here, sir, you probably should leave.
I can do that, but I'm still here waiting to talk to the assistant manager for the building.
And not unless you have an appointment and can tell us who this person is that you want to see.
How about if I talk with your boss?
Talk with my boss. He's like, give me a minute. He pushes a button, and there's like a little blue light flashing on the desk now. And about 2 minutes later, like 3 security guys come down and they're like, is there a problem? He's like, yeah, this wise guy says he's here to see the assistant manager of the building. And they all laugh and they're like, did he give you the name?
No, did they give you a name?
Like, and he wants the supervisors, like, and they all laugh and they're like, did he give you his name? It's like,
Oh, waiting on my answer.
yeah. So now they're standing around you and Snake Eyes, and they're just like, they're kind of heckling you.
Okay, so I have my little data pad, right, where I can type stuff.
Yep.
So I type the name McLeod on the data pad.
All right.
And show it.
Great. You show them like, oh, Mr. McLeod, yeah, he just left. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to be waiting a while. He just went for his tea and his morning walk.
He just told me not to mention his name. I know where he goes to, but geez.
So what do you? I mean, I don't know if we roll for this or what, but I mean, what do we think that they're thinking right now? They're just thinking, hey, some lunchroom just showed up to. I mean, what do they think of our guys? How are they acting at this point?
Well, pretty much they're kind of like, they think they're full of it because they're just like, who the heck are you? Because they came in, they're not wearing suits.
They're asking for people who may or may not exist.
Yep.
They're kind of looking like lunchrooms. Okay.
So,
But we're keeping them distracted.
the Storm Shadow.
Yeah, keep
Luckily
that up.
luckily for you, Storm Shadow, even if you fudged up inside the air ducts, it doesn't matter because Slipstream's being slipstreamed down at the front desk. So you're shuffling through the air duct, and you get to the floor where his office is located. Luckily, Slipstream was able to locate that. So the office, the primary office is the Scottish Doubloon Financial Services, or the SDFS, which is where he's located, or where the office would be located. So you get up to that floor area. Basically, you peek out every now and then and kind of look at signs and stuff by the elevators. And you find yourself, eventually you get to the office. Now, here's the thing. I need you to give me an intelligence check again, or another perception roll, William, because you're now about to start heading into uncharted territory. So, perception plus your ninjutsu.
Okay, so I got 2.
You rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2.
Are you using your dad's dice? You must be. Uncle Jay's gonna hook you up with better dice.
Results.
Next time you come over, you can read my collection. Let's see. Well, 16. You do notice that in the air duct, as you're moving through, and you dust up some stuff. You notice there are laser sensors in the air duct. So you will not be able to actually get into the office because there are sensors there. And God knows what else is in the air duct with you.
Robot sharks.
Always robot sharks. So William, I'm going to let you think on that, and I'm going to go over to the coffee house for a minute. So gentlemen at the coffee house, so you can give me an intelligence perception check, or the perception check, real quick.
Hold on 1 second here. What are we doing?
1d10 plus your intelligence. In your case, plus your English lit.
I'm really knocking it out of the park with my die rolls here. I rolled a 1, and
You rolled a 1.
I got a 8 intelligence, 9, and then because English lit takes me 17.
All right. So you rolled a 1. So we're gonna punish Flint for this one real quick.
Another real good roll.
So Flint, there's a lot. I mean, the thing with the Scottish, Kilt coffee house there is there are lots of Scottish people that go there that are dressed in Scottish outfits. So Flint, you see this guy who looks very, very snobby young hipster, Scottish looking. Looks like he'd be the type of person that would save the English kingdom from financial ruin. And the guy walks past you, and he's looking at you, and he's like, "Do you see something you like?" He's like, "My kilt is top of the line. It's bulletproof. You can afford such a thing. Look how you're dressed. Oh, these peasants that come out from the city. Go back to your alleyway. We don't want any."
Now, is this McLeod or is this someone else?
This is some random dude that you thought was McLeod. You're like watching, and meanwhile McLeod's actually like, the other guys are looking at McLeod, and you're looking at the wrong guy.
Okay. So yeah, I'm like having a real bad day so far. So basically, I'm just kind of like gonna slink off and realize that this guy's probably got a point. I'm a loser, and yeah, I'm just gonna kind of look at him like, oh really? But I'm not gonna engage or insult him or make my situation worse. I've done it.
So you guys see Flint getting chewed out by some very high-end hipster in a bulletproof Scottish kilt, and you notice you see Sir McLeod. He comes around the corner, and he's an older gentleman. Not super old. I mean, I want to be careful with age because some of you are older than I am in this game, and some of you are very young. We know Doc is probably the oldest one out of all of you.
Hey, I'm 35.
And so behind him, you see two men in suits. They're walking in unison. They got sunglasses, and they look like they're kind of like tailing McLeod.
So I've got covert ops as a skill. Can I just differentiate if those guys are there as protection or something else?
Why don't you give an intelligence roll there, Patrick? And I apologize, Patrick. Beachhead in the artwork, he does have cyber eyes that make him really scary. But when you do the art thing, it changes his eyes over. It doesn't make him look scary.
So
But he is scary.
Roll plus intelligence is I rolled a 5 plus intelligence of 6, so that's 11. If I
Plus
use my
your-
covert ops, brings me up to 19.
All right. Yeah. It looks like they're tailing him, but it's hard to tell if they're there. But they're far enough away that if someone tried to kill McLeod, they would get him. So, but at the same time, they're still close enough where if they had the right weapons, they might still be a valuable team, protection team. It's just, and actually when he goes into the coffee shop, they walk past him and duck down an alley.
So, I see. So the bottom line is we don't know what their intentions or alignment are.
Yeah.
So who's in the coffee shop besides me and Flint? Wild Bill, right?
Wild Bill.
Bill.
So I tell Bill this because Flint's over checking out some Scottish banker, and so I kind of tell Bill, hey, I just tell him, hey, these two guys don't know what's going on. They kind of just ducked around a corner there, but I don't think they're protection.
Okay. Well, maybe it's time I go for a walk.
And Scottish people actually really love Texans, so Bill might be attracting a lot of attention if he's wearing his hat and whatnot.
With the mustache and everything, yeah, go for it.
Did you not all learn something from Love Actually? British women, or no, American women love British. And then Ron, it's actually backwards. So yeah. All right, Wild Bill, you truck yourself around the corner there, and they're like literally standing there waiting for you. And they're pretty big. These guys are stacked. So you walk around, they're just like they're looking down on you, and they're like, "Can we help you?"
Well, bathroom was busy. Thought I'd relieve myself in the alley.
Find yourself another alley.
You guys got the funniest looking urinals with those handles and stuff on them. Right?
Don't know how to work the 3 seashells. Turn around and head back.
All right. So McLeod goes into the coffee house, and the guy's yelling at you at this point. He's like, he's actually at the counter, and he turns back. He's like, I can't believe you let someone like him come in here. Get rid of the trash. And McLeod's like he starts talking to the guy. I was going to try to get a Scottish accent going, but I don't know if I'm going to have to do it today. It's like, yeah, you ought to let him go. Don't give the wanker shit. It's like, calm yourself down, lad. And he's like, oh, Mr. McLeod, I'm sorry. And he totally like gets his composure, and he's like, you ought to apologize to him. So the guy walks over to you, Flint. And he's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, your tea's on me. And he like walks out, all like ashamed.
I don't point out to him that he probably has a point. I was like really being stupid. So I just I accept his apology. No, not a problem.
McLeod turns to you. He's like, I'm sorry about that. That's the lad's a little on his pissy side today.
And then I'll order.
That accent is amazing.
I'll use my English lit powers and order some really obscure rarefied tea. Like I'm an even bigger hipster than he is.
Quote Bobby Burns,
It's gonna have to be a kale tea.
Ew.
Some sort of kale Earl Grey type tea.
Yeah, well, with a Darjeeling, I mean, just I'm just laying it on.
With a deep fried Snickers bar. It's a Scottish pub. You got to
exactly. Yeah,
White Secrets Bar.
That's
Jesus
a
Christ.
Scottish. That's a
Some
Scottish.
things are more entertaining than watching British shows and seeing how they play Americans. It's like a whole subgenre of drama. If you
All
want to know
right.
what people really think of us.
Oh. So back at the building, let's see here. I'm gonna have to roll a d10. One through 5, they're still laughing at Slipstream. No, they have to stop laughing at you. So here's the problem with Slipstream, right? Slipstream is like a gaming nerd. He's a video game junkie that became a fighter pilot because it sounded fun. And actually, Slipstream in this version of G.I. Joe, Slipstream's usually piloting drones, which is how he got sucked into G.I. Joe. He's like, drones. But then the Conquest was like playing a video game, but he get to actually be in it. So he's like, I want to try out the Conquest. So they stop laughing at you. They're like, no, Mr. McLeod, he's out for his daily walk. If you go around the corner and to the left or to the right, he'll be at the pub. He'll at the coffee shop. He'll be there for the next probably 30 minutes, and then he does a weird lap around the park, and then he comes back.
Okay. I still want to give Storm Shadow some time, and I think if I get some of the guards to at least leave, I think I can do that. And I said, I apologize, guys. I'm sort of a practical joker. McLeod knows that. I just happened to come by to see him. I thought I saw him leaving, but I wasn't too sure because I seen 2 guys following behind him, and he's not a guy that usually walks around with bodyguards. So but anyway, I thought he'd be in the building.
Wait, bodyguards?
Yeah, I thought I saw McLeod leave the building.
Does not use bodyguards.
Well, and that might have been McLeod, but I could have sworn I seen 2 guys following him when he head out, and most likely he's probably still going to his favorite coffee shop. I'll walk down that way and see.
Once I hear
don't use bodyguards.
Once I hear that he doesn't use bodyguards, I want to head out of the building and head towards the coffee shop. It's not. I mean, obviously, it's within walking distance, right?
Yep. So Storm Shadow. So while you guys are going to the coffee shop, let's see if we can let the bodies hit the floor. So Storm Shadow, what would you like to do? You have the laser. However, behind you there is a grate that drops down right into the hallway outside of the office.
Okay, I will back up and go through that grate.
All right, you drop into the hallway, ninja style.
Trash cans.
You don't set the alarms off either. Wow, I'm rolling really good with this die. Apparently, this is the one I took to open house at the college. So you drop down, boom, you're in the hallway. Let's see, 1 through 5, there is a civilian. Nope. There's a guard. Nope. It is empty. You're in the hall. What do you want to do? You're outside the door to the whatever the hell this building is, the Scottish Doubloon Financial Services.
Okay. Am I in front of a door?
Yep.
Okay, I will attempt to open the door.
All right. So you step forward and reach to open the door, and the door opens because it's an automatic door. So here you are, ninja. The door opens, and there's this office full of people, and they all look up, and they're like, and they look at each other, and they look at you, and they're like,
"Someone order a stripper?" What?
Smoke bombs and
"I'm rolling
stuff.
high." And someone goes, "It's not Halloween, is it?"
Yeah.
Who ordered the ninja?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it someone's birthday? Someone ordered a ninjagram?
Ninjagram.
That's awesome. That would be a great business right there.
Ninjagram.
Instagram would be great.
Yeah.
But they have to sneak up on who they're delivering it to.
Would they call him a ninja or would they call him a Power Ranger?
They call him a ninja. They're Brits. Brits don't appreciate Power Rangers. I shouldn't say that. I have a freaking clue.
Just throw a smoke bomb at them.
The ninja. The ninjagram, not recommended for people over age 70. Like, surprise!
That's actually a bad idea. Like, he could pretend to be a ninjagram. Like,
Do the chicken
Okay,
dance.
William, you're playing Storm Shadow, so don't listen to these clowns. Storm Shadow is actually a very deadly serious character.
Just start slaughtering office bureaucrats. You've seen my face, you know.
He's also a ninja. They can do all sorts of fun theatrical stuff.
I mean, this is the one time, Willie, you can mass murder people, and I'm not going to stop you. There's no lesson to be learned today, William. It is do what you want.
Does Storm Shadow do the PSA at the end of the show?
You're a mass magician.
There's nothing you can't solve with 2 swords, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that's your saving throw. Is if you die stupidly, if you can put together a PSA to prevent that from happening again. It's a shame.
Your commanding officer is not present. I know nothing. I see nothing.
What do you want to do, William? They're all sitting there like, what the heck?
Say, yo, Cobra.
I will.
Now you can see in the far back of this office area, there are 2 offices. It looks like one's a conference room, and one it has a sign above it that says, Sir McLeod, Sir, whatever the heck is the name. Sir Arthur McLeod. Right on the door it says Sir Arthur McLeod.
Just walk in like you own the place, like you're supposed to be there. Like just walk right in, ignore everybody. Just head right for the office.
That actually works in real life.
Yeah.
Is there any closets around me?
Nope.
Okay.
Nice try, Clark Kent.
Yeah, I'll walk to the office, or try to walk to the office.
All right, you start walking out back, and like no one's stopping you. They're all just looking at you like. And the secretary's like, I don't see a ninja on the appointment list. Where's he going? You walk right to McLeod's door. Now his door is locked.
Okay.
However, you're carrying enough weapons that could open the door. So you can pick and choose how you want to open it if you want to go in.
I will try to cut the door open with my swords.
All right. He's got guys. He's got monoblades.
Yeah.
You like rip those things out the minute you turn them on. Everyone's like, "Oh no!" And they all get up and start running for the door.
It is.
Oh no! It's a real ninja.
You take out the hinges on the door, the lock. The door just falls in. And the office is empty. It's got a beautiful view, by the way. And there's a door off to the side of his big picture window that goes out to the platform where his AV would be. So you walk in and you hear someone scream, "Call security!" But you don't care because you're Storm Shadow. So you open the door is on the floor. Actually, matter of fact, when it hits the floor, it doesn't break because it's bulletproof. However, there's a nice desk there and there's a computer there. What do you want to do?
I will grab his computer and run to the vent.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is 2040. You can actually fit a small desktop computer into, because by the time we hit 2047, desktop computers are going to be the size of PlayStation. So,
Yeah.
all right. So you grab his computer, like you literally rip, and you start running for the vent. All right. So we have to know. Oh, no secure. God, okay, that's it. I need a new D10. However, downstairs you hear this. You hear like there's a call. And so the security guard picks up the phone. He's like, "Security, there's a what? Wait, did you say a ninja? In which office?" And they look at you, Slipstream, and they're like, "Are you pulling a prank right now? What did you do? How'd you get someone up onto that floor?"
Skills. Hey, what can I say? you know, it's supposed to be a practical joke for McLeod, but since he's not in the building, it's wasted. You know, geez.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
he's saying, look, it's a joke. It's a prank.
Joke.
Wait, he did what? He did what to the door? Security, everyone. He yells, he's like, get up to McLeod's office. There's a break-in. You two, don't move. And they get ready to draw their guns on you. What do you guys want to do?
How many are faces with guns?
2. The rest of the guys, they're heading for the elevator.
I left the building. I
Oh, you
tailed
did?
it.
That's right. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
strange. Yeah.
He went to chase down your 2 guys.
Because I thought maybe McLeod was being tailed by some, you know, Cobra operatives or something. So I wanted to, you know, get him from behind basically. So I didn't anticipate.
They've drawn on you.
Yeah.
They're telling you to put your hands on your head.
And I'm like,
Does Slipstream have any type of comments to say, hey, I'm getting...
wow, that really is a ninja.
So William,
I looked behind him and I said, wow, that really is a guy dressed in a ninja.
all right, I gotta see.
Is he a bard? Like, can he,
roll 1d10 and add your cool. No, your luck. You're gonna need luck on this one. So 1d10 plus your luck plus whatever your military skill is.
Okay, my military skills is 6 plus 8 plus my luck. Okay, 21.
All right. They too turn and look. You do bluff them.
Bolt.
All right, you run. So William, you go running out of the office. You got his little computer, and like just as you jump up into the vent and you start scooting out, you hear the elevator door open. And you hear security like go, "Careful, careful!" If it's and they run into his office. And you hear someone go, "Holy bleep! They did cut the door down." And you scoot out to the back alley. All right, back to the coffee shop. Storm Shadow, you are now at the coffee shop. Flint,
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
Flint, Wild Bill. It's so weird. I say Flint. It's like, and I see Flint Dill's name. It's like, damn it. So Flint, this is gonna. I'm gonna have to mention. At least tomorrow, Flint, you're not Flint. So
Right, exactly. No, next time will be somebody less obvious.
So Flint, Wild Bill, and Beachhead, you guys are there. You see Snake Eyes come running down the street. So what do you guys want to do? What are you doing with Sir McLeod?
Well, okay. What I really want to know, and I may not have any ability to find this out, but I mean, my intention now is I want to find out if this guy's in danger and who the people following Sir McLeod are, and what that whole deal is.
Okay.
I mean, that's the most interesting thing happening right now. I mean, he's either in jeopardy or he's not, and we need to know.
How do you want to do that?
Okay. So, what is my proximity to McLeod now?
He's actually sitting like one table over, reading a paper.
Okay, and he's already dissed out the guy, the pompoon that was making fun of me.
Yep.
And so I kind of owe him a thanks anyway, right?
So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll say thanks a lot back there. I mean, he had a point. I looked like kind of a fool. My name is I can't remember his first name. Fairborn. My name is Bob Fairborn.
Nice to meet you, Bob. Nice to meet you, Bob. The accent going again.
Yeah. Yeah. So listen, I couldn't help but notice. I was a little distracted that there are a couple guys out there. You're not worried about anything, are you?
I'm being followed, and then all of a sudden his phone goes off.
When he says I'm being followed, if I have a Scottish accent translation, is he surprised that he's followed, or is he stating as a matter of fact, yeah, of course I'm being followed, it's my security?
He's surprised, and then on top of that, he's now on his phone. He's like, "There's a what? There's a did you say there's a ninja lad in my office? You got to be shitting me. I've got to go. someone's breaking into my office. And he gets up. He's like, nice to meet you, Bob, or whatever your name was. And he heads out the door.
Okay, probably. All right. Probably at this point, it's time to take a gamble here. And the gamble is, I'm going to gamble this guy's a good guy, and that the guys after him are bad guys. And so I'm going to kind of grab his hand and tell him some version of the truth. See what happens.
Right, what are you going to tell him?
I tell him, look, we're here. The truth is, we're here investigating you. What's Cobra? Is they got the weather control device, or did you defeat that in the last episode?
That got sunk in the ocean last episode.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I want to know what relationship you have to Cobra. Have you ever heard of them? I've seen in a tea room in London, but at the same time, I'm a pretty dangerous looking guy, and and let's say I'm credible. Well, Flint's dangerous enough.
Are we talking about the snake out in the desert?
All right. So why am I after? I'm trying to remember the setup. Why are we after McLeod in the first place? Why? Because
he might be involved in an arms deal with Mars and Cobra.
Okay. Listen, you're gonna be out in the desert getting chowed down by snakes if you don't tell us. Answer a couple questions right now. I don't mean to be unpleasant, but
I don't know if you want to talk about this in public, there, Dad. You see all the people around us. I don't think they're going to let you take me.
Okay, so and you don't want to be found in a dumpster. So okay, let's. Are you in any way involved with Cobra?
I don't know what you're talking about. I work for the Scottish Platoon Financial Service.
Are you in any way involved with arms deals?
Well, our company does a lot of stuff. We handle lots of people's money. I don't know what they do with it.
Okay.
So
I don't know. Anybody else have any ideas?
what's the status of the people that were following him?
They're still in the alley. They're still in the alleyway.
So as I'm
they haven't realized something funky might be going on. They're not coming in. They're standing there smoking cigarettes. What do they do? Somebody tell me what's going on with the alley guys.
They're basically waiting for this guy to leave.
All right. So, my advice would be somebody on the team ought to go out, grab one of the alley guys, give them a wedgie, and figure out what's going on.
Snake eyes in that direction?
Go ahead, Beachhead. You're gonna give a wedgie?
Yeah, well, that's Beachhead's job, actually. It's all I do is wet work, guys. So
yeah, exactly. So give these guys a wedgie and find out who they are and why they're following the guy.
Snake Eyes. We give Snake Eyes, because we know Snake Eyes is coming back. So give Snake Eyes their position so that Snake Eyes can come up behind him, and then you can just walk into him in the front of the alley.
all right, I'll walk out of the place. I was kind of had Flint's back, but I'll walk out and walk around the corner.
All right, you walk around the corner. It's you guys in suits. Like, what do you want?
I've been asked by the owners of this place to have you guys stop loitering in the alley. I need you guys to move along, please. And believe me, it's something you really want to do.
No, we're not going anywhere, and you're full of it. Take a hike, buddy.
No. Real quick, so obviously I am real quick. Are they armed?
Well, they got suits on, so it's really hard to tell if they're armed or not.
Okay, all right. I pull my pistol out and I grab one and I put it right in his throat.
Gonna pull a pistol. All right, let's play. All right, roll 1d10 plus your dexterity. This is net running. I don't need net running now. Now I need Friday night firefight.
12.
12.
Oh, and when I pull the pistol out and I put it in his throat, I go, "Yo, Joe." Do I get a 6?
Melee combat. All right, here we go. So you go to do that. So that'd be your. Okay, so you draw the gun, and so as you go to draw your pistol, you go to put it under his chin. He literally takes it right out of your hand. I mean, this guy moves lightning fast. And the other guy draws on you. He draws. Oh, So he whips out a submachine gun out of his jacket. And he's like, yeah, no. And because you yelled, yo, Joe. And so he pulls a submachine gun on you. He goes like this. He's like, we got Joe's here. He's like, understood. And he looks at the other guy. He's like, kill him. And the guy's like, guy yells Cobra.
Mike's too, right?
Huh?
Oh, that guy just yelled Cobra.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, Cobra.
Cobra.
So then I go over the mic. Hey guys, these guys are Cobra in the alley here. Because I'm assuming we have mics, right?
Yeah, you guys got comms.
So where am I?
I'm coming up behind him, right? Or what?
Yeah,
or
Snake Eyes, you're like right up. You see it as you come around the corner. You see, Beachhead trying to be Beachhead. Whips out his gun. He goes to stick it in the guy. And the guy's like, "Pooh!" Takes the gun. The other guy draws, and yeah.
Yeah, no, then I'm probably at this point, and they're yelling Cobra. He's already yelled Cobra.
Yep.
Okay, it's time to start shooting. D6.
You're gonna shoot through the wall, Flint.
He's still in the shop.
Where's Wild Bill? Wild Bill should be out there, right?
Yeah, Wild Bill's out there.
Yeah, I came out with you.
Oh, I thought I was just coming around the corner. Okay, sorry about that.
No, that's Snake Eyes. He came around the corner. I mean, you're welcome to fire through the wall, Flint. I can't tell you who you're gonna hit when you blow through, but
rounds or anything, or what do we got?
well, I mean, if you got a shotgun. I mean,
Yeah, no, I don't have a shotgun. It'd be,
it's a brick wall. You can fire enough rounds into it, you're gonna blow through it.
So I'm not in melee
You know
distance.
what? That may not be a bad idea to pump a couple rounds. It's just distract them for a second.
You're in gun distance, Curt, not melee.
Right.
I got a couple. I'll draw and fire on him.
All right, everyone needs to roll 1d10. Let's get the initiative. 1d10 plus your reflexes.
16.
This time I get a good roll, and I have a 16.
14.
15.
All right. So who rolled above a 15?
I did.
That'd be
What do you
all right.
at?
So Flint, you rolled a 16, right?
Yes.
And Daniel, what did you roll?
I also rolled a 16.
All right, you two gents will get to go first.
Okay.
So Flint, you said you're gonna fire through the wall?
Yeah, I'm firing low. What I'm trying to do is break a hole in the wall and distract people. I'm not trying to hit anybody. I don't want any collateral damage.
It's causing a terrorist
Firing
event.
towards the ground. My idea would be then just drop to the ground and fire up at these guys if I get that beat.
Okay, so you won't need to roll for it because you're just firing at the wall. So yeah, you like whip out your tactical shotgun and you guys hear a boom, 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 and yeah, Beachhead, you're standing there in the alleyway, and all of a sudden you hear there's parts of brick will start shooting out across the alley. Dan, what are you doing?
Taking a shot at the guy who's threatening Beachhead.
Okay, the guy with the submachine gun. All right, give it a shot, Dan.
All right, so
That's
this
gonna be
is
your 1d6, 1d6, 1d10. I want to make sure you missed. 1d10 plus your
reflex.
plus your military skill.
Okay, so that's 8 and 15 and 21.
21. Reflex 15, and all right, you go to shoot, you actually miss.
Oh,
He this guy moves fast.
yikes!
Wow, he is pretty bad. He's pretty epic. Didn't realize that. I probably should check those stats next time I play G.I. Joe with these guys. All right, so he ducks out of the way. Who rolled? Oh, they rolled 15s. Anyone roll 15?
Did.
Beachhead, you're up. I'll let you go before I let these guys go.
So do they react to the bricks being shot out?
No, they don't even flinch.
Okay, but this guy, so the guy with the submachine gun moved out of the way of him shooting, right?
Yeah, he's not going to give you up the shoot because he dodged Wild Bill's shot.
So, and the guy in front of me just grabbed my pistol and he's just standing there.
He's gonna lay you out in a second.
I'm gonna pull my knife and I'm gonna stab him.
Nice.
Right. Give it. Because he's got your gun. Give us a stab roll.
So what do I use for that?
1d10 plus reflexes plus your military skill.
Okay, so that'll be 24.
You are going to hit him because he's not going to be able to dodge this. And I rolled kind of cruddy anyways. All right, you stab him in the throat.
Oh.
Now, where in the throat did you want to stab him? You got to be specific here.
I want to go like right in the trachea, right dead center.
All right, good. Okay. So you give him the old 1-2 paw in the throat. And he stumbles back and he spits up blood, or he's gurgling blood with his nice little sucking neck chest wound, the trach you gave him. And he stumbles backward. The roll for damage.
I roll. It's a 1d6. I rolled a 4.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you've wedged that knife into his throat. And you're on him like flies on poo. The other guy, let's see here. 1, 2. All right.
Can I have like a witty retort, like "Don't ever touch my gun" and take it back or something?
You can say that. Oh yeah, the other guy can't do anything, so because he dodged. So Curt, you're next. You see what's going on.
All right, so the one guy just got a knife to the throat, so I'm going to fire on the other dude that's not injured.
Okay, yeah, because Beachhead is actually up on that guy anyways.
Yeah.
So it's kind of creepy, man. He's got his knife down the front of his throat, and he's like on him, kind of like dangling like a monkey.
That big.
Oh, okay. I roll. So to fire, I rolled a. What's my stat that I'm going with on that?
Reflex to shoot.
Reflex. So, and then so 23, and I rolled a natural 10 on that. I don't know if
you shoot him. Go ahead and roll for damage. You're definitely going to hit.
Okay, damage I think is 3d6, right? Where? Yeah, 3d6.
Papers flying everywhere.
8 damage.
All right. Whenever 2 or more dice are rolled for damage from a melee or a range attack to come up with 6, you do critical damage. So, did you roll any 6s when that damage?
I did not, unfortunately.
Okay. If you roll a 6, remind me. Very important. All right. You shoot him in the back with your submachine gun, right?
Correct.
All right. Did you go full auto or single shot?
I think that was full auto because it was 3d6. Let me check.
All right. So actually take away your lowest dice off of that because it should only be 2d6.
Oh.
And he could not dodge.
So 7 points of damage then because I
We're going to
rolled
multiply that times 3 because you did full auto. Full auto. Where is the full auto? Yep, it's going to be 3. So 7 times 3 is what?
21.
Okay, thank you, because I'm not doing math today. I'm not doing math today. I'm doing math tomorrow. I'm not doing math today. So, all right, you shoot him in the back, and he's like, "Argh!" And you know what? Let's make it fun because you shot him up pretty good. He took some serious damage to the body. I want you to roll 2d6. Let's do critical injuries for shits and giggles.
Okay, do I add the 2d6? Or
Yep.
All right, so that is 7, 8, 7.
7. All right. Ooh, that's brilliant. All right, so basically you've lodged bullets in his spinal cord, so every time he moves, he's going to take damage.
Ew.
All right.
That guy.
So that's brilliant. Okay, who's after Curt? Okay, everyone else actually isn't there. So Storm Shadow.
I shot through the door. I shot through the wall with the idea of having a hole that I could shoot through. Can I try?
You definitely have a hole now, for sure.
Yeah. And can I try diving and pump another shot at it? I'll even shoot at feet. I don't care. I'm a Rhodes Scholar.
Since you're the celebrity guest, we will let you have an extra turn
no, I don't want
someone in the leg.
Do it for that reason. No, I mean the logic would be I know my guy's shoes from everybody else's shoes because I'm a Rhodes Scholar.
True.
Yeah, and so I'm just shooting at feet.
All right, so Flint, go ahead and roll 1d10 plus your reflexes plus not Rhodes Scholar, whatever your.
Okay, I rolled a 10, and plus my reflexes are what 8? Wait, hold on. My reflexes are
16
16
plus special.
Yeah, plus English Lit, which gets me.
Plus special force.
How about
no English Lit person I know knows how to use a gun well.
I go, is that a Ranger package or Special Forces?
I can use Ranger or Special Forces.
Yeah, that's the same number.
All right. So yeah. So Beachhead, you're like up on this guy like a monkey with your knife in his throat, and all of a sudden, like his Flint, go ahead and roll for damage 5d6.
Okay, 5d6. Roll 5 times. D6.
Yeah. If you roll any 6s, let me know.
Okay, hold on just a second. Yes, I rolled 2, 2, 1, 6, 1.
All right. How much damage total?
12.
All right, and now roll 2d6.
Okay, clear. I actually like this 7.
7. A foreign object. All right. You lodge a slug in his ankle, so every time he moves, he'll take damage. So Beachhead, you're on him, and he topples over because like literally like you see the shotgun barrel peep out from the hole, and it's like boom, and knocks him off his feet. So now you're on top of him. He's on the ground. You get your knife jammed in his throat.
This is the Guy Ritchie School of Fighting, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So here's the thing. So Storm Shadow, you're now out of the building. Slipstream, where did you go? Did you head into the coffee shop after you ran out?
Oh, you're talking. I was waiting to see where Storm Shadow is located.
All right, so you connect up with Storm Shadow in the alley. So you guys are either camped out in the alley or.
So as soon as I ran out, the first thing I do is I figure we're gonna need a vehicle. So I ran straight to get the vehicle.
All right.
I figured it's just around the corner. But
yep. So you got the vehicle, Curt?
Get out of here before the Bobby's coming.
Yeah, sorry. You just asked me something. What?
Oh no, Curt stepped out for a second.
Oh, I see. Oh, that wasn't part of the game. He's really going to the bathroom. Okay.
Usually I just tell my students, get a catheter.
Storm Shadow's gonna need a quick exit, so I went to grab the vehicle to bring it around.
All right, so you grab the vehicle. So here's what you notice, Beachhead, because you're on top of this guy. So your knife's in his throat, and you notice his throat is starting to heal around the knife rather quickly.
Ooh. That would be a Cobra Viper Troop or whatever those things are called.
All right, so you are.
Back and forth.
Was it the blender?
Ew.
See, William, if you come to the conventions, you get away with some of this stuff. So you are brutalizing this guy, like literally ripping his throat. Is like blood spraying out of his jugular, and you're like, "Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage again." I'm not gonna make you roll to hit him because you've got the knife lodged.
That's another 4.
All right, yeah, you are. Wild Bill, you got your gun out, right? And you see the Beachhead go like topple over with this guy. And you come around the corner and you see blood spraying everywhere. And Beachhead is going like all Norman Bates on this guy, just like ripping him apart. There's one more Cobra Viper. Matter of fact, that shooting that Flint did, we're gonna count that as his turn for this turn.
Yes.
So, Wild Bill, what would you like to do?
So
there's one guy standing, and as he moves his torso, you can hear his back going popping and stuff, and the grinding of metal.
All right. So I know this guy's a robot. I'm gonna shoot it and try to take him out.
Where are you gonna shoot him?
I'll aim right for the brain pan.
Okay, that damage will be ×2 when you go to if you hit him.
Okay.
Give us a roll.
Ooh, that's a 10. 25.
You hit. Roll for damage.
So it's 3d6 doubled. So that is, so doubling it, it's 24.
All right, you drop him between Snake Eyes' hit and yours. So you shoot him right in the head, he falls back, hits the wall, and slowly slides down.
Cut his head off.
Meanwhile, okay, Beachhead's doing his thing. Storm Shadow's got a quick. Oh, he's back.
Back.
Flint thought you were just going to go to the bathroom in the alley.
Well, we thought it was some kind of a weapon I hadn't heard of before.
I mean, it is Snake Eyes, so.
Anything's possible.
All right, Snake Eyes. So Wild Bill drops the dude you were shooting. Meanwhile, you see Beachhead. He's going completely homicidal on the throat of the guy that he stabbed. So he's sitting there stabbing him like repeatedly in the throat. What would you like to do?
Beachhead, he's not your mom.
All right, so there are no other opponents, right? So, man. So the one dude is dropped, and then Beachhead stabbing the other dude.
That guy's not the guy that Beachhead's on is not dead though.
All right, I'm not gonna fire on him because that's too close. I mean, that's too close of a proximity to Beachhead. How far am I closing the distance? Like, can I attack melee? All right, I am going to using my stealthy, not ninja, but commando martial arts abilities, which I have a pretty high rank in. I'm going to so Beachhead's on is he down on the ground or is he standing up?
He's on the ground.
Can I tell Snake Eyes to stab him in the eye?
I'm gonna actually that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna just like come down on him and put my boot in his face. Can I do that, or is it?
Yeah, you can curb stomp him.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Snake Eyes runs up and he's stomping on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, it's trying to heal, but it's not healing, and eventually his brain just goes Walking Dead all over the alleyway.
Nice.
Yeah, because
you've killed him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This is a
Yo, Joe.
Very yeah.
You guys even add the Yo-Joe bonuses to your attacks.
Well, I did. I tried to.
The thought experiment here is how do you do the cartoon version of this where, because I mean, like, I didn't remember a lot of shows with blood spurting all over the side of the street.
Right.
The same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this is the most brutal version of this cartoon.
I know. Well, but I mean, can it be fun if this is for third time from now that we play, but can it be fun if there's not that kind of death? It's like running away and stuff like that.
There are actually RPGs with that written into the rules that that you don't actually kill somebody.
You'd have to make
I ran away with style.
You'd have to make them robots to
right.
You
have to,
because in the regular G.I. Joe, it'd just be, you ran up and you knocked them out.
Yeah.
Beachhead.
I hit him in the back of the head with a bottle.
I don't see the regular. I don't honestly wouldn't see in a regular cartoon them doing even shooting them. I mean, it wouldn't work. So you've gotten them. So, Slipstream, you grab Storm Shadow. You're gonna head down to the coffee shop and pick up the rest of the team.
I'm gonna back up into the alley, see if Storm Shadow drops down.
You got him.
Okay, so I'm speeding down to the rest of the team.
All right. So what do you guys want to do with these two bodies?
Dumpster.
All right.
Is
that what you want to do? Dumpster?
Call the British office of Joe headquarters and tell them to send a truck, and a cleaning crew. I'm sure we'd want to study this technology. How creepy as it is.
We want to go through their pike.
I think we should take one of them with us, throw it in the trunk.
Which one are you taking with you? The one with no brain or the one that got shot in the head?
The one that got shot in the head.
Less
Might
mess?
instead of a part of the brain.
So
It off with the other person's shoe, I assume.
yeah, Slipstream pulls up and he's like, "Hop in, guys!" And he pops the back open and throws the dude to the shot in the head and in the back.
And hope no cop sees us.
And you see Storm Shadow sitting there. He's holding a computer.
My man,
Nice job.
nice job. I heard you got to go to a party. What's up with that? Did you bring any cake back?
Slipstream, give me a hacking roll into the computer. Let's move this story forward.
Ooh, I hit a 10.
All right, we're gonna say you did it. So
All right.
Slipstream's freaking with the computer. He's like, and you open up his stuff, and there is a meeting happening at Mars headquarters, in 6 hours.
Do I see anything on financing?
There's no financial data. It's just kind of like his personal planner, with some names attached to it.
Any names that stick out?
Well, he's had several meetings with a gentleman by the name of oh, never mind, it's not on the sheet. Of something. The head of Mars Industries. He's had a couple meetings. Couple meetings with the Queen. So that's about it. But he's due to leave for his meeting shortly.
Do I have my own personal computer on board with me, or stashed in the back?
Well, you have the computer that's on board the Conquest.
Okay,
You
I'm
have to get back to
use
the
that, and I'm gonna do a quick sweep of the names to see if anything stands out on the group that's supposed to be coming to this meeting.
No, he's got a meeting with Mars to finalize basically to broker a financial deal between Mars, like in another company, like an investment.
And Mars is Cobra's front, right?
Well, you don't know. You've been trying to tie Mars to Cobra, but you haven't had luck yet.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't have any other listing of what I'm looking for. Is I'm sure it would have said it just says Mars. It doesn't have a list of any other names.
Nope. Just McLeod and a John Doe.
Oh
And the
crap!
And the
Now
meeting-
I'm remembering my GI Joe lore at this point. It's all coming back to me.
Is there a way we can get a bug into the meeting?
Well, luckily for you, and I'll do this for William. So William bugged a couple things in the office before he bailed out. Right, William?
Scared the poor innocent people.
So you do have a couple tracking bugs in the office attached to some jackets and some briefcases and stuff, just in case. So you can track McLeod.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we definitely ought to track McLeod. Now, I mean, so what are we thinking about him at the moment?
Well,
Well, sort of an intel question for all my Joe guys.
I'm thinking there's something more to him than he obviously is coming on with. You're talking about McLeod, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you think that he's in league with Cobra?
On the way back, have they updated me and Storm Shadow on what went down?
Yeah.
I don't think he knowingly is. The vibe I get is that either they sent these two guys to clear up a loose end or to secure an asset. You know, like that.
Or to
You know,
make
I mean-
sure that the Joes didn't catch up to him.
Yeah, like I mean, if they had figured out that we were there first, I bet this. I feel that we need to take them into custody because I think that since those two guys radioed that we were here, I figured this guy's probably got a target on his head.
But what if he's there just to broker the meeting between the two to bring the two together? If we pull him, then the meeting wouldn't happen.
Right, but the two guys in the alley, they radioed into somebody who we don't know.
Yeah.
And that person said, and that person told them to kill us or kill me. So there's probably other Cobra, and I wouldn't have been surprised if there were other Cobra watching all of that happen.
Has Storm Shadow actually seen McLeod? He did not see McLeod at all, did he? Okay. Okay. Can anybody, I mean, I know Flint asked the question, But if anybody that actually saw McLeod, did they sense if he was on the up and up or not? Like if he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, was he essentially acting?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what do we think he's doing? What do we think his agenda is right now? And what do we have to stop the problem?
Because I mean, I know as a ninja, Storm Shadow would probably have a insight into that kind of perception. But I'm thinking of anybody else who actually saw him. I mean, Flint already rolled it, right? But anybody else,
Yeah, that would be Wild Bill or Beachhead that saw him.
Right.
So do I think that he's? I mean, I was there when Flint talked to him. So I mean, if it is it something where like I got a vibe that he was lying through his teeth, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like if you or Beachhead were able to sense, hey, this guy's telling the truth, or this guy's full of crap, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. I mean, we have no intel on the guy. The guy's got no priors. He's got no record. What did he do when all this violence was taking place?
Good idea. Good question.
Yeah, because he's nowhere to be seen at the coffee shop when you guys left.
Did I see him on the drive to the coffee shop?
Nope.
Wait, so while we were dealing with these two thugs, he disappeared on us?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we know where. Well, then we know where he's gonna. Okay, so we know where he's gonna be, right? In 6 hours, he's probably going to that meeting. They're either gonna whack him at that meeting because he's compromised, or he's in on it, right? So either way, we want to be at that meeting.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So that means he's going to have to make a trip out to the castle.
Yeah, we're heading out to the castle.
Let's go to the castle.
All right. So the good thing is that wonderful tracking device that Storm Shadow placed goes on the move, like literally. So you guys get back to the air base because you're going to need transportation. Luckily for you guys, I sent Dragonfly helicopter cards out for Flint and for Wild Bill. So that means,
you did?
Yeah. Did you not get it? Ah. So
yes. Yes, you did. Okay. Yes, I got mine. I know. I thought I have my Dragonfly, so I'm hopping in or hopping on, or however I get in this thing. I have no sense of the scale of this thing from the card.
All right. So let me show you the Dragonfly real quick. Oops. Helps if I'm on.
Has it got a cockpit in? Oh, I see where it is. So it's like small airplane size, like Harrier size.
Yeah.
Dragonflies, yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right, we're taking my Dragonfly to the castle.
We're gonna use an updated.
Storm Shadow's kind of rocking in a boat or something somewhere. Yeah.
He's creating his own Blair Witch project.
All right. So there's your cyberpunk version of the Dragonfly.
Nice.
Very happy.
So, all right. So, you guys get back to the base, get in your helicopters, or in the case of Slipstream, the Conquest. So Slipstream is piloting the. I'll tell you, Dan, this was a great week for CGI because this is the week they put out like a whole bunch of great GI Joe stuff. I was like, oh.
Oh, nice.
So.
Sweet.
If we were only doing
much cooler than the toy I had back in the day.
That's the new Sky Striker.
I haven't done the Sky Striker yet. That's for the next game where someone's like, I want to play Ace.
So what was it? What was that thing we were looking at? Sorry,
that was the Conquest.
That was yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good. So,
basically, the X-23 fighter and the other one's the F-14. Ace's plane is like the F-14.
Oh, nice. Patrick.
I like the shark teeth on the original, the decal on the on the toy. That was cool.
Okay, Kurt, you're getting picky, and I didn't have time to like customize all the things this time around. Oh, so you guys, you pick up the tracking signal, and he is on the move. So he is in a AV, your quote unquote hover car, heading off to the facility. So are you guys flying like close distance? How do you want to approach in the air?
We're flying in sort of GI Joe formation. We're not close to each other because we look at these things, we don't believe they really fly correctly.
Okay.
So,
And
we're
Slipstream,
I'm gonna take high altitude support. I'm gonna see if I can get to the castle and hover overhead at a high altitude. Maybe provide some intel as you guys show up.
good.
so remember, it's not a VTOL there, but you can fly in circles around the
Yeah,
facility.
that's what I'm saying. You know, I know it's not a hovercraft. I was thinking of adding some drones on it, but we took off too quickly.
I know. So you get to the facility. It's a castle. It's like the whole village and everything is a castle. The AV lands, and you see him walk inside. You're flying around. So you guys are monitoring in the dragonflies. And a few seconds later, or I should say a few seconds, probably about like 2 minutes later, and this is Slipstream, you see one of these departing in the distance.
All right.
And the tracking bug is blipping with that vehicle.
The Rattler.
I notified the rest of the crew, and I try to track from a distance and high altitude.
All right. So the vehicle, the aircraft is flying out to sea. So Joe's going to follow it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Have to.
So you guys are following it out to sea. So Slipstream, I'm going to have to set you aside for a few minutes because something big is about to happen to you. Everybody else, though, you're good. So you're following the aircraft. It goes out to sea and it approaches there's an island out there, and Slipstream reports that it lands at the island. So it lands on a landing strip at the island. There are two ways to approach. From the north, there is kind of like a rocky mountain, and then there is the direct route, which is they can see you at ground level.
Probably don't want to take the direct route. I don't know. What do we all think here?
Do I see any boats or any vehicles in the water?
No. Remember, there are two other of those aircraft parked there by the runway.
Does my aircraft pick up any radar detection of any kind?
There's nothing else coming, but you have to stop because I literally have something else for Slipstream in a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah, so basically he gives you the overview of what's going on. So what do you guys want to do?
I say come up cliffside, obviously.
Yeah, come up the cliffside, gear up, and head in.
So you're going to land and go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Bill's character, actually, like you read his sheet, he's quite the he was a recon guy before he was a helicopter pilot, which is interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so Flint, is that what you want to do, or you want to go helicopters blazing?
No, I want to recon. I mean, I want to stay. What's the tree pattern look like, and what's the topography?
No tree pattern. It's rocky
Mountain.
cliffs and rocks.
Fortunately, Snake Eyes is a mountaineer, so I'm cool with the mountain.
Yeah, I'm basically then going to go in as evasive fast, like sort of, it's side zigzagging, but I'm going in fast.
All right, so you guys disembark from the dragonflies and start moving down the cliff face. So down the cliff face, let's see here. All right, so you see there's a total of 6 people on this island. There's a gentleman wearing all red, and he's standing next to the aircraft that Mr. McLeod is now departing from. So he's wearing all red, kind of like a flight suit. It looks like there's an insignia on the helmet. There are 2 for those Joes that know. Actually, yeah, Snake Eyes. You recognize 2 televipers that are standing there, and and one of them has a briefcase. And then there are 2 Neo Vipers. which could explain the gentleman in the alley who are standing next to the Televipers. And McCloud walks up to one of the Televipers and shakes his hand.
Bad guy.
Destro.
And they swap briefcases.
We take him out, Flint?
Yeah, I'd say so. Let's just go at. Let's now you just have to go 100% aggression. This is that final scene where you blow up the headquarters.
Absolutely.
That's where
We got some
Joe!
Which, by the way, you have to yell "Yo, Joe" if you want that damn bonus.
It's her. Just did. Let's do it.
And Dan's got it.
Da 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 da.
You're only gonna get one. You're only gonna get a +1. That's it. No one else is yelling "Yo, Joe."
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
There's 3.
Anybody running in, yell.
Yeah, that's right. Because
Yo, Joe.
There we go. You all get a +5 to all your rolls from here on out.
Sweet.
You guys yell "Yo, Joe," and the guy in red's like, he runs up, grabs the briefcase, and runs for his aircraft. And the other guys, pop out for basically to provide cover fire. Everyone roll your initiative. 1d10 plus your reflex.
+5. Yes?
Yeah, +5. The reality is you're all going first. Because I roll 1.
Sorry, roll a d10 plus 5 plus our skills.
Yeah.
No, plus reflex.
+5 plus
No,
D10.
Yeah, no skills, just the stat.
Okay.
12.
Reflex is 6 plus 5 plus
Right, so that's 15.
10. Is it? I have 21. Is that possible?
I don't know. What's your reflexes?
My reflexes are 6. My roll
yeah.
5.
All right. So who rolled 21?
I did.
Flint. And Beachhead. Wow.
Dude, Beachhead. Patrick, you were rolling it today, dude.
Well,
All right. So
we get +5, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I rolled a 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 5.
that's some epic stuff. So Flint and Beachhead, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, what happened? What's my threat assessment right now? When I look
Threat
around,
assessment is there's 3 enemy aircraft parked with one pilot jumping in one of them.
we got to go take down the enemy aircraft.
Okay.
And now what I'm wondering is, okay, I'm looking at what's my ordnance on the Dragonfly. I have what do I have? A Gatling gun. A Gatling gun. I do a number on a park plane. And what's that? Auto GL. Oh, 660 millimeter cannon. Okay, I'm in. Or the Hellfires. I'll dump 3 of the Hellfires into the planes on the ground.
All right. Roll reflex plus 1d10 plus your piloting skill.
Okay. All right. So, hold on. Let me go back to my character. My reflex is 6. My D10 is 9, and my piloting skill is 7.
All right. You take out. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You blow up one of the parked planes.
Right.
It is gone. Beachhead.
The guy that McCloud handed the suitcase to, you said it's a red guy, and red, it sounds like a Crimson Viper. I'm gonna just drill him with a submachine gun.
All right. He is pretty far away, and he's actually partway in his aircraft at this point. So I'll let you take a shot at him. I'm fair.
Right. Well, I mean, are we near our Fireflies?
Oh, you mean near the Dragonflies?
Dragonflies?
Yeah, you're close to the Dragonflies. Because Flint,
Then I'll get my Dragonfly and I'll torch it. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna make this all cinematic and just run up and start gunning them. So I'll take the shot.
All right, so you're gonna shoot at the pilot.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Roll 1d10. Roll for your. Jeez, I'm rolling. Now I'm rolling nothing but 1s. You hit. Roll for damage. I'm not even gonna make your. Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 3.
Was that Beachhead or Wild Bill? Who was that?
That's
Beachhead.
Beachhead.
You get a
Yeah,
+5.
Beachhead,
though.
get out of the area here. I just found out I had 6-shot rocket pods. That ought to be a real number. I think.
13 points.
All right. So you shoot at the guy. So you hit him as he's getting in his plane. So he pulls the canopy, and the plane starts moving to take off. You definitely hit him. You still have other threats. You have the 2 Neo Vipers and the 2 Televipers who are now turning their attention to you guys. But you did shoot him. William. Oh, actually, yeah, William and Wild Bill and Curt. What'd you guys get for your initiative?
18.
20.
20. Wild Bill.
17.
17. All right, Storm Shadow. You can either go after Televipers or the Neo Vipers. What do you want to do?
The Neo Vipers.
All right, and you're gonna use your swords?
Yep.
Those are evil. All right, go ahead and roll 1d10 plus your reflexes plus ninjutsu.
$20.
Okay.
No, 25.
Roll 1d10, 1 through 5. I'm gonna let you hit both of them.
6.
Nope. All right, you're gonna hit 1. So Storm Shadow goes down, and like literally, where did you want to hit him? Legs, arm, neck. What are you
Neck.
going for? Neck. You're gonna go for a
Neck.
decapitation. All right. There can be only one. And Storm Shadow whops the Neo Viper's head completely off, and it falls to the ground. And I will not add gore to it because Flint said, "How can we make this TV appropriate?" No blood. No blood. He falls to the ground.
No Kurosawa, stream of,
No fountains.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Seven Samurai didn't have blood. They just fell to the ground. So we'll do the blood
That's
free.
going on in this game.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
but isn't that an interesting thought experiment to say, okay, can it be fun without a lot of, spurto? Maybe not, but it's an interesting concept.
It can be. I mean, Seven Samurai was great, whereas Shogun Assassin, I could not see watching it without the blood.
Right. That's actually what I was, because I just finished watching the Lone Wolf and Cub series, and yeah, that was like every scene. Yeah.
Like the gore. Wild Bill. Oh, Snake Eyes. What do you want to do?
Hey, guys.
All right, so Storm Shadow just dropped down and decapitated one of the Vipers. I'm gonna drop down, and I'm going to stab with my combat knife the other one.
All right. Give us a roll.
All right. Okay. 27 plus. Our bonus was what? +5 or +6?
Plus
Plus
5. You're capped at 5. Don't worry, Slipstream. I got something special for you.
32.
32.
32.
What's the question?
That guy's road paced.
Dude, you totally just did the Walking Dead stab to the head thing that doesn't actually work in real life, but in this case it's about to work.
Snake.
Yeah. So you drop the other Viper. Wild Bill, what do you want to do? I take it you're in your Dragonfly too.
Oh yeah.
So what do you
I'm
wanna
gonna
do?
drop the plane that's taken off with the wounded Televiper.
Okay. Well, it's not a Televiper. It's a dude in red.
Oh, okay, dude in red. Okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna drop that guy so he can't get away with that briefcase.
All right. Here comes the fun part. This is where I actually start pitting. Oh,
It's not fun yet?
Where's the dude? Oh, we're gonna have some fun today, Dan. Oh, give us a
Okay.
roll.
So I got a 9 plus my reflex is 7, so that's 16 plus my helicopter skill is an 8. So that's 24, 29. Yo, Joe.
You blow up the plane. He does eject before it explodes.
Oh, you got to get the parachute out of the fireball. That's
Yeah. It's definitely he goes up. He's in the air, and yeah. So right now he's up in the air. So we'll leave him in the air for a second.
What happens to the briefcase? Is he still holding onto it, or
You don't see. So Slipstream, you're up in the clouds, right? and you're flying around, and you come through this cloud, and there's a gigantic aircraft carrier, a flying aircraft carrier, with a kind of a snake head on it, and like a giant cobra head. It is massive.
It's
awesome.
So you come through the clouds. It's not showing up on your radar, but it's hidden in the clouds.
Can I lock
So
on?
you fly through. I need you to give me an evasive pilot roll, man. Otherwise, you're gonna freaking hit it.
9 plus 8, 17. My
Plus
basic pilot skills is 8, and I rolled a 9.
Yep. Plus your reflexes.
Oh, sorry. Plus another 8. So looking at got a brain dead with math. See, I hadn't eaten.
And then plus 5 on top of that.
Oh yeah, I thought we weren't doing math. Okay.
See, Doc's great with needles, but man, I guess I'm not gonna ever ask him to do math.
I'm used to drawing blood. I'm a vampire. Okay. So
I'm gonna say you make it.
yeah.
So the cool thing about
the 25.
the cool thing about the Conquest jet is, for those of you who don't know, it has like almost reflex based piloting, so it can do crazy stuff that regular aircraft can't do, and it's something that Slipstream's character actually is very, very. That's one of the things he loves about it. So
The whole
you
thing
do
is a
this
computer
weird bank that almost doesn't even defies the laws of physics as you sweep past it. And of course, as you do that, a whole bunch of Cobra battle pods and aircraft come flying out of a bay below.
Out of sheer luck, I just pulled the trigger on my 50 calibers while I'm. Might as well do a strafe while I'm.
You're kind of going in the opposite direction right now because there are too many of them. So as you see that pilot eject, you see the dude in red eject, a weird looking bubble aircraft, like a couple of them come flying down and scoop him.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So back down to the ground level. So we have 2 Televipers and we have Sir McLeod. Flint, what do you want to do? Because you still have all the aircraft.
Well, I want to be getting Sir McLeod. Okay, I want to try to deal with him. I'm trying to figure out, but I don't want to kill him because he might be valuable later on. So I'm trying to figure out a cartoony way to immobilize him and save him.
Karate chop right in the shoulder.
Yeah. I'd say karate chop in the shoulder. Let's do that.
Well, you can have Beachhead grab him or knock him out, and then you could fly away with him.
Beachhead can knock him out, and I'll deal with the Televiper.
And
all right, go ahead, Flint.
Radio.
The Televipers.
What's that?
While they're all doing this, can you all hear me by radio as I shout incoming?
Yeah. Okay, so what should I roll here?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll because that's so ridiculous, the firepower you're about to unleash on them. So the ninjas are down at the ground level, and all of a sudden the Televiper is just like a face piece of the Televiper goes clank, clank, clank out of like a massive cloud. And there's some wires dangling.
So much for the Televiper.
Yeah, Televiper, both of them. I mean, you kill them both. Beachhead, what do you want to do?
I kind of run up and I grab the professor, I don't know, or McLeod or whoever, and I just grab him and like kind of like you grab him by these, pull, close my face, go boom, maybe scare him or something like that.
He's like, save me, get me out of here. Who are these people?
I tell Flint to drop a cable and we'll like hook it up to his shorts and give him the atomic wedgie and he can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want to give him the
carry him up.
Matter of fact, what you want to do is, you want to lift him up and a cable from your from the Dragonfly, getting him a wedgie all the way back to Joe Base where you have a chat with him.
All right. So Slipstream, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Okay. So as you bent back around to get yourself a good shot, you see that the enemy aircraft are now back above the level of the carrier, and the carrier is dropping, looks like it's going to carpet bomb the island. There are bombs falling from the carrier.
Can I aim at the bomb just as it comes up off the carrier?
Yeah,
If I can set it off?
you can try to do that.
Carrier?
So you're gonna try to strafe the bombs.
Yeah, I'm trying to strafe the bomb while it's right coming out of the chute of the carrier.
Oh, it's not just one. It's not just one bomb. There's probably like 30 or 40 of them.
Well, if I get the first group of them, that at least detonate and they can't keep dropping.
Okay, give us a roll. Your reflexes plus D10 plus your aircraft skill.
It's junkyard.
It's,
And
uh,
so
it's my- it's
someone
my-
asked
it's
for
my-
junkyard. We're not statting a dog today.
Right.
It's
I
my-
actually,
it's my-
I
it's
actually
my
got a
dog
10
looking
on the roll. My pilot skills make it 18 plus reflexes 26.
All right. So
I got a natural 10.
all right. So you guys are like all have your stuff down below, and you see the clouds are like all like aflame.
Jeez.
We should probably get off the island.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Video.
Yeah.
Someone just blew up the Death Star.
Yeah, I'll sweep down and drop rappel lines. For anybody. Just get out of here.
All right. So everyone's on dragonflies, and you're
Oh
off.
no!
All right. So you guys get off the island, and the clouds kind of disperse a little bit, and you sort of see this giant freaking cobra-headed aircraft carrier floating in the clouds.
Yikes.
And a few seconds later, a beam of light shoots down from the carrier onto the island, and the island slowly starts to break apart.
Glad we got out of there.
Yeah.
So you guys managed to basically take off. I mean, there's no way you guys can fight the carrier. I mean, even with slipstream. So you guys do bail. What do you guys want to do with Mr. McLeod?
Take him back to the base.
Put him in a box and find out what he knows.
Oh yeah.
Station him.
All right. So you take him back to the base, and you put him in the box. Who's going to interrogate him? I think someone actually has like a.
I think Storm Shadow. He's got a nice set of
Storm
skills.
yeah, I would think Storm Shadow, but let me check my stats here.
I definitely think Storm Shadow should do it.
I mean, Flint could bore him with English lit.
That's right.
It'd be like the Bogons.
Was the
I got some
best
poetry
of
for you.
But the thing is, the Scottish people, they love that stuff. Like they'll remember, like if
Of course, did we get
I've
the
had friends
suitcase that he got swapped out with?
Huh?
You said that he was given a case. They swapped cases, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did we get that case?
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna open that up to see what's in that case.
How mean am I today? Wow, I rolled good because 1 through 5 it was gonna be a bomb.
Boom.
This is the first time I've blown up an entire party. You blindly open a briefcase. So yeah, you crack the briefcase open, and it's a bunch of banking paperwork. It was contracts and stuff with Mars Industries, and it was just Mars contracts, stuff that had been notarized, stuff that needed to be notarized.
So it turns out that what's his name's not a bad guy.
Not that you know. I mean, you can try to shake him down a little bit in interrogation.
He literally was standing with 4 Cobra baddies on an island.
do we have anyone at our disposal, maybe through the British consulate or whatever, who's an expert in heraldry?
In what?
In heraldry.
In other words, to tell what his royal background really is.
What is?
Or you do a little Blofeld, on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah, like the history of the McLeods. Like
He's got big earlobes, so he must be a Blofeld. I mean, there are. So you guys look at his history, and there's like honestly, there's nothing there. He came from a modest background, worked his way up in the Scottish doubloon financial services. His family lives in his family lives in Callander, Scotland, and that's all you have.
Storm Shadow, what's your thoughts on this? I mean, you can interrogate. You're going to be the interrogation.
But don't cut off any fingers.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, you're a ninja. You can threaten him and stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, hey, William, can you see the chat feature on your screen?
Yep.
Secret game master stuff.
I love Zoom. Such a wonderful feature.
Direct message.
Got it? Okay. So how do you want to shake down McLeod? Or do you think McLeod's lie? Because you're a ninja. You can do a lie detector test just by checking his pulse. Didn't they do that in G.I. Joe once? I don't remember. Flint, there you go. Next time they toss a Joe assignment, the lie detector pulse.
Pulse lie detector. Yeah, they can do that. No, I'm really intrigued by the idea of it may work, it may not work, but making it as cartoony as possible, and nothing dies. Like no shot can ever. What's a game if no shot ever hits, but it has an effect?
They do that in Cartoon Action Hour by Cynthia Celeste Miller. That's like a trope of the game is that it basically runs like a G.I. Joe cartoon.
Normally what I do is if you want to make it non-lethal, we just do stun rounds instead of actual, like lasers in G.I. Joe, it'd be taser rounds in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing, but it's figuring out how you use cartoon physics in such a way as to give it a lot of action. It's just got and it gets a result, but it's just a surprising result.
Yeah,
in other words, Flint, next time I run this for you, you want it Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. style.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just want to figure out how to think like we were when we were doing the show, because remember, we couldn't kill anybody or hurt anybody or have blood or any stuff like that. And nobody.
So William, you can't kill him.
Yeah, you can't kill them, but they'll run away, Cobra, or they have a secret escape, dropping through the manhole cover, and then it leads into a chase into the sewers underneath, which is really Cobra headquarters, that kind of thing.
I don't know if you wrote this episode, Flint, but what really just totally sold me on G.I. Joe and Transformers is that episode where the old Cobra Commander shows up in Transformers. Like that to me was like,
right. Yeah, no, that was Killing Jar, right?
Yeah, that was like, whoa.
I think Michael Charles Hill wrote it, but I edited it.
That was like, whoa, it's the same universe. What?
Well, that was okay. Therein lies this is more geek than you really want to know, but therein lies the whole dilemma and the thing that's still actually discussed to this day, and that is the degree of crossover between the worlds. Like Hector Ramirez existed in both worlds.
He did, yeah.
And it was like, nobody was really, trying to do it, and we really weren't supposed to try to do it, but we all thought of it as the same world because, it's the exact same people doing the shows, right?
Right.
And so you'd sort of sneak it in, and Cobra Commander showing up. Flint shows up much older with Mercer Fairborn in another episode.
Yeah, awesome. Right. Yeah.
All right, Storm Shadow. So what do you want to do?
I will take him somewhere and interrogate him in private.
Okay. So Storm Shadow grabs McLeod and takes him somewhere in private to interrogate him. You guys are sitting around waiting for Storm Shadow to finish the interrogation. An hour goes by. 2 hours go by. 3 hours go by. What would you like to do?
Go find out what happened to Storm Shadow and the guy and why we left him alone.
You open the room where Storm Shadow and McLeod were, and it is empty. And there's a Cobra insignia spray painted on the windowsill.
Oh no!
Or on the wall. In a little note.
What's the note say?
That just reads, "I've got McLeod. Good luck, Joes."
Oh, nice.
No, we got burned.
We got burned.
Nevertheless, we stopped today's plot. It's just you got to tune in tomorrow and see what happens with that one.
You got it.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so
Dun,
who's,
dun, dun.
who is stuck with the
What's that?
who's doing the PSA?
Well, the PSA ought to be the thing you did wrong in the episode that got rigged, and then the PSA makes fun of you for doing it wrong.
All right, so each of you has to do a PSA about what you screwed up on today.
Okay, who goes first?
Names are important. Don't walk into an office building and not know the name of the person you're here to see.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing is half the battle.
William,
Good point.
what's your PSA today?
Never trust a ninja.
Yeah, mine is never take a latte to a tea house.
Probably to not cut down a door in public.
Oh, good,
Don't
yes.
cut down the door in public.
Beachhead.
Kids, knives are meant to be used as tools, not as destructive weapons for tracheotomy.
Tracheotomy.
That's what the pen's for, is the emergency trach. Wild Bill.
Don't go to the bathroom in an alley.
There we go. Snake Eyes.
Don't allow a team member to interrogate someone alone.
Yeah, right.
Slipstream.
Don't send a computer geek to an office building. Yeah, don't.
And gentlemen, how does those PSAs end?
And now you know.
Oh yeah.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
All right.
Hero.
All right, so that's the end of this episode.
That
So
was
awesome.
some quick spoilers for you guys, just kind of give you some ideas. Yeah, obviously it's Snake Eyes. He's a merc in later on in GI Joe. So basically he flipped because Cobra offered him money, like a bunch of money. Sorry, William, to kidnap Mr. McCloud. The guy in red actually wasn't a Crimson Guardsman. He was Wild Weasel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I couldn't pick his character name, but yeah.
And everything else, I'm not telling you, because if we end up doing this again, I don't want it spoiled. So
When are we gonna play G-Core? That's what I.
we'll get to G-Core eventually. Don't worry,
Okay.
Curt.
What's
Because I owe
G-Core?
someone else G-Core. It's a superhero game I wrote based off the old Marvel superhero system for Marvel superheroes.
Right, TSR's old Marvel superhero system. That one, the real.
I have a 20-minute review on my YouTube channel. If you can stand to listen to me blab.
It's not selling bad, so I was quite
20 minutes,
happy with the sales. So,
Right.
Yeah.
but a big thank you to Flint Dille who It's Flint Dille, right?
No, Dille, but
Dille. Bloody heck! Someone calls you Dille, and I'm like, is it Dille? And I'm like, wow,
everybody does, and I just let it,
I apologize, Flint.
If we can't spell our name properly, I don't expect anybody to pronounce it properly.
Well, I spelled your name right.
No, you spelled it right. Their family didn't spell it.
My name wrong. But no.
Yeah,
What you have to say is William was awesome. I kept thinking of the Addams Family thing because right beside him, all I kept seeing was this hand scratching a head.
So Flint, thank you very much for doing this.
That's a lot of fun. I want to do it again. I'm in.
Well, Jay Kovac from Artel Sorian wanted to play Lady J. And I almost gave her an invite. So if I hadn't seen Mac on Friday, she would have been thrown into this game today because she's laid up with a messed up ankle. So she wants to play at some point. So we're gonna be doing this again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in.
And next time around, we will make it more cartoonish. Cartoonish per se,
that may be a really horrible idea. I'm just I mean, there was a moment when we had the internal organs flying around the street and stuff where I was thinking, that wasn't quite our broadcast standards. So, I mean, it would be fascinating to try, but only because, I mean, what's really funny is sometimes when you pin yourself that way, you think of really clever stuff. I mean, most of the clever stuff we did, you know, if we'd been writing actual action movies, you know, it would have been internal organs flying around. But because we couldn't do that, we had to think about it. We had to be resourceful.
Coming from the guy who wrote Inhumanoids, he's preaching to us about.
I know. Yes, I know. The obvious hypocrisy of this is not lost on me.
And Dan will tell you almost any game I run, it has excessive gore. William will tell you I'll wear a bunny rabbit head just to make a point. I mean, I've done some crazy stuff over the years. If Benny was here, I also want to give a shout out to David Benavides, who's fundraising right now for Wishes for William for us. And he did it, you know, also with this in mind because he wanted to play with us today. Patrick, it was great seeing you again. Patrick, you're local, right? You're in New Hampshire, right?
Yes, I am. I actually, yeah.
You go to TotalCon.
I do go to TotalCon. I ran games for Dead Game Society at TotalCon, Mega Traveler.
Patrick, can you please grab me at Total? If we're in person at TotalCon this year, grab me so I actually can like put a face with it, like meet you in person.
I tried to get into your game at TotalCon, and I didn't have the advanced badge, so I couldn't get in to your game.
They sell out ridiculous. The Marvel games sell out to the point where, like Corey, who Max playing in the memoriam seat. When Corey played in one of our games, he and his son played, and his son was playing Beta Ray Bill, and he was. Oh, and there's someone playing Thanos because Thanos was supposed to team up with everybody. And he's like, and Thanos was like, you're going to need more heroes. And Corey's son stood up and he's like, oh, we got heroes. And the whole table's like, yeah. And it was like crazy. He says 20 people playing a Marvel game.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I mean, it was sick. I've never had, outside of the Top Secret game we ran with Benny, the Top Secret SI game with the drug cartels and Miami Vice, the Vice stuff, we'd never had a game that big at TotalCon for one game. And I actually had to draft a DM because I'm like, I can't run 20 people and keep everyone engaged. So
I can imagine. It's hard enough to keep 8.
And someday, Flint, we're gonna try to get you to TotalCon.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous.
TotalCon
it's a great time.
Convention.
That sounds great. I mean, what I like is it sounds like you play a lot of retro stuff.
We do.
There's a huge demand for retro gaming.
Yeah. If you want to play something old school, you pretty much will sell out the second you post it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of that stuff they just got right the first time, and I missed some of that.
Yep.
Well, I'll disagree with Top Secret SI because I was creating characters for your game for tomorrow, and I had to redo skills multiple times because the Agent 13 setup for skills and the SI setup for skills in the core books, they're different, so they're confusing at one point.
Right.
So I was like, I'll talk about that with you tomorrow, but crazy stuff.
Well, these guys, if we do more than one Agent 13, these guys got to come play that too.
We could.
We could. Fun to play them. I mean, it's what it is. It's pure pulp adventure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like think like 30s pulps is what Agent.
Perfect.
That's pretty
cool. So William, thank you very much for joining us. I know you probably could have been up to camp today, and Chris, I know you're off to the side there. Thank you very much for helping William get all set up with this. And Marissa, thank you very much for allowing me to do this because Marissa, his mom, is I'm not a good influence on William, as we learned from the Christmas party last year. So,
looks like
great seeing you again.
Showed up.
Just no knives around my boy.
we tried to teach William the bishop knife.
Oh no!
Christmas. And I got in trouble for that. So that was my bad. My bad. We won't be doing that again. Chris, no hippie hair. You shaved it.
Yep.
You look good. Now I would marry you if you weren't married to Marissa. So everyone,
I'll have to tell the nurses.
I have to tell the nurses that. So, but William, thank you, man, for staying home today and playing this.
Thanks for playing with us, William.
Thanks,
nice meeting you.
Thanks, man. A lot of fun.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate everybody.
Curt, Dan, Patrick, thank you very much for the donations, guys. It means a lot to me personally, and I know it means a lot to the team. Because without the walk, and look, the CF Foundation up here in Maine does amazing stuff for the kids up here. So if I didn't see it, and Chris and his family and Williams, those guys hadn't seen what they do for them, we'd be doing a different charity. but they do a lot of great work up here. So
Cool.
I only do legit charities, guys. So this is a legit one.
You should
Awesome.
send Flint a copy of G Core so you can get a celebrity
Endorsement?
endorsement. Yeah, totally.
Send it.
He's got GI Joe stats for all the G Core and
And
probably in the Transformers characters too.
No, we have we have lots of
Does
Transformers.
Does Hasbro know about this stuff? I mean, I wonder.
No, it's not. It's not public.
It's all
the
free.
GI Joe Transformers are all free, like fan stuff.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. No, but I'm just wondering they had to like publish this stuff and canonize it.
Yeah.
I honestly, that's a whole nother story to tell. I can't discuss it. I might have tried to go down that road, and it did not go well for me. So
It never does. It doesn't go well for me. I mean, it's I mean, there's so many obvious things for them to do, and they're great guys. I mean, but it's getting a new thing to happen is very difficult. It's not something wrong with you.
Yeah.
it was nothing like I had no dealings with them. It was just I had an opportunity, actually, Flint, that you instigated, that I actually went through with. And it didn't. Flint might have conned me into, like, he didn't even con me. Like, I showed you the free GI Joe game from a couple years back, and you're like, you really ought to pitch that to so and so, and I did. It started going well, and then it got shut down like rather quickly. So I was like,
now, what was the grounds that you of it get? Yeah, I mean, I can't take any responsibility for that because I mean, I know they're so wary of crossing the movie companies. God knows. Well, what was it that got it shut down?
it actually had nothing to do with them. It was just a situation. The people at the table I was sitting with when I was talking about it, there was interest, but then there's outside the world. The world was changing about that time I pitched it, and it was not a good time to be doing something that would be considered. I don't know. I won't talk about it. We'll discuss it in private sometime.
We'll talk about it later in a
it's interesting. So
Yeah,
guys, thank you a lot for this. Again, it means a lot to me that you guys did this game.
Oh, it was great fun. Thank you so much, Jay, for running it, man.
Appreciate it. It was a great time.
Yeah,
we will revisit GI Joe again at some time.
Well, the best thing about online is it doesn't matter where you live. It's easy enough to jump in.
Well, that's what's incredible is we're like, all the way, in wildly different parts of the country, wildly different times of day, and it worked for everybody.
Yeah.
Loved it.
The next GI Joe session will pick up where this one left off, just like with the last one.
Let me know when it is.
We have not seen the end of McLeod and Mars and Cobra. So
yeah, just pick a date and give me some notice, and I'll be there.